with the thunder, baby, might just clap it through.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. I hope you guys had a great weekend and a nice start to your Monday. This is going to be my watch list for February 27th, 2018. For those of you who are new to this channel or have stumbled upon this channel, you might be asking, what is this channel all about? This is a channel that I created so I can share my knowledge of the stock market and hopefully encourage people to trade. I try to make things simple. I try to make things basically just simplified. I don't really give a lot of technical terms. I just like to explain things like if I'm at a bar talking to a friend. So if you're interested in trading, if you're interested in learning how to trade, I would ask you to follow my videos and hopefully you'll learn a little something. I'm not a financial advisor or a financial planner, so anything that I discuss is just my personal opinion. The trading styles that I will discuss is my trading styles. There are many different trading styles. It does not mean that the way I trade is the only way to trade. There's many different styles, and by no means am I on this channel claiming to be the world's best trader. By no means. I make mistakes, I lose money, and I make money. Every trader does. If you meet a trader that only says they make money, then they're probably full of shit, because that's basically impossible. So yeah, this is just an outlet for me to share my experiences and share what I know. If you're interested, please subscribe and like. I also have a free chat room through the Discord app. We can answer all your questions there. We can help you out in anything that you may need. I'm trying to build a community of traders, whether you're brand new, whether you're intermediate, or whether you've been doing this for a while. I just want everybody to communicate and everybody to kind of pick each other's brain and learn from each other. This is my channel, yes, but I learn from the members. I learn from everybody that has something to say. I'm never gonna say that I'm a pro, and I'm never gonna be saying that this is my channel and you guys only have to listen to me. So with that being said, again, this is my watch list for February 27th. I do my video in two categories. I talk about day trading first, and I go into swing trading. And again, these are just my trading strategies. It does not mean that this is the only way to trade. There's many different other ways of trading, but this is what works for me. So let's go over day trading, and these are the stocks that I find could have potential for tomorrow. So the first one is TAHO, and this one, as you can tell, it had a pretty big run today. It was up 82 cents or 20%, so it was a big runner. So the way that I like to day trade is I like to find the high of the day, whether it be pre-market, intraday, or post-market. So in this specific example, the high of the day happened after the market closed at $4.84. So that's where I would draw my resistance line. And the way that I trade is I find the high, I draw my line, and I want the stock to come up and cross this line with good volume, and that could mean that it will be a runner. That's not a guaranteed thing. Please understand that when you invest, you are making an educated decision on what is going to happen. The stock could cross, go up 2 cents, and then come down. So just please keep that in mind. Just because it does what you want it to do and everything looks good, it doesn't mean that it's going to take off for 50 cents or, like today, 82 cents. Please understand that investing, every time you invest, you take a risk. So please be ready, and please know that you could lose money. So we identify the high, we draw our line, and we just want the price to come up, cross with good volume, and that could signify that this stock could be a good one. The next one is TTPH. This is another big runner. It went up 67 cents or 30%. Pretty huge run. So again, we identify the high, and it happened after the market closed, so that's a pretty good sign when it's making new highs when the market closed. So the high is 292, but since it's so close to a whole dollar amount of $3, I would much rather put my line right there. And same situation, we're hoping that the price starts coming back up, crosses this resistance line that we just drew with high volume, and that usually is a recipe for a nice little run. Again, will it be a 67-cent run? Very unlikely. It could be 10 cents, it could be 20, or again, it could just go up 5 cents and then come down. You never know, or we never know when it comes to these stocks. They have a mind of their own. We can only put ourselves in a situation where we can profit. ACHN is the next one. The high of the day was 346. I would put my line at 350 since it's a $half amount. So $half amounts and whole dollar amounts are a very strong or is a very strong resistance point. So instead of putting my line at 346, I would much rather put it at 350. You might be saying, well, what happens if I put it at 346? What could happen is the price can come up, cross 346 with good volume. You would get in, but the stock could come up and find some resistance at 350 and then come down. So essentially, if that were to happen, you would only be making about 3 to 4 cents a share as profit, and that's really nothing special. So that's why I would rather have it at 350, and then after that there wouldn't really be much of a resistance above that. Next one, TRXE. So this is a perfect example. You could see right here it went up all the way, and look at where it stopped, straight on the $2 mark. That is because it's a whole dollar. So that basically justifies everything that I just said. Whole dollars and half dollars are a big resistance point. So for this one, we would draw our line at $2, and we want it to cross above $2 with good volume. And if you were to look at this one, it touched $2 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It was at $2 7 times, and it couldn't go above that. So that is a very, very strong resistance, and part of that again is because it's a whole dollar. It's a whole dollar amount. And the last one is AGEN. The high is at 525, and the reason I like this one is because it touched that resistance of 525 a couple of times. So there's one right here, and another right here. So 3 times it touched 525 and it couldn't go above, and right after the market closed it kept moving, and it was just a few cents away from 525. So this one could keep going tomorrow, but you're gonna have to keep an eye on that one and see what happens. Again, this is my style of well, I don't want to say it's my style because I'm sure other people use this. It's a known strategy, but this is what works for me as far as day trading. There's other people that they probably buy the dip, or they wait for the stock to come back to the moving average, whatever the case may be. For me, it's simple to just trade the high with good volume. That's a simple strategy for me, and I don't plan on changing. So that's just my personal choice. Now we're gonna move over to swing trading, and I'm gonna go over some of the trades that I have been in. I didn't get into anything today. I didn't see anything that caught my eye, but I do have several stocks that I'm currently in. So let me go over those first. I got into CLDX last week. I want to say around Wednesday or Thursday. So let's see. So as far as swing trading, I'm usually more of a bounce player. I like to see where the stock has found support and just wait for the stock to come back to that support area. Wait for a green confirmation candle that it could be reversing and get in. So for CLDX, that's exactly what I did. I found the support right here, which is where this line is, and I got in. Well, as you can see, the stock came down and it bounced off of this blue line, and I got in on this candle right here. And as you could tell, it went up, it went down a little bit, but it's starting to come back up again today. So I'm still in this stock. Did it just go up? It kind of looked like it moved. I'm still in this stock. It hasn't gone below what I got in on, so I'm still looking at that one. APRI, this is one that I kind of took a shot on because it just dipped down really big, and it went to support a previous support of around just under $1. And I figured this is a good chance to get in because it has a lot of ground to make up, and if it does start to go up, the profit could be pretty good. But if it does start to come down, you know, I would lose I wouldn't lose that much because my stop loss is tight. This situation is a low risk, high potential situation, and that's why I got in, because there's a lot of room for this to come roaring back up, and if it doesn't, then I'll just take the loss and I'm fine with that. And TRQ, I got in this one on Friday, and this is a beautiful setup, a beautiful double bottom. It's setting up picture perfect, and this is what I like to see. So let me draw this for you. So essentially what this stock is doing is this. It's forming a W, which is what we call a double bottom. So it came down, went back up, came down, and now it's starting to shoot back up. So this is a beautiful setup. Not all situations are going to look as clear as this. You know, this is, I mean, I don't think anybody can not see, you know, a formation of a possible W here. This is picture perfect. Like I said, not everything is going to look like this perfect. But again, this is beautiful. I got in on this candle right here on Friday, and as you can tell, it had a pretty strong day today. I'm hoping that tomorrow it'll just keep going and going, and you know, have a nice little profit there. So again, this is my style of swing trading, bounce plays. Basically, I identify where the stock has found previous support, and the mentality is, okay, well, this stock came down here, it bounced at this point, it went back up. So the mentality is, if it goes back to that point, it could bounce again. So that is a mentality that I use when I am swing trading. So let's take a look at some of the stocks that I have here for possible swing trades. Alright, so MDXG, I had this one with support at around $7.70. It was coming down. I would have gotten in if it bounced off of support, but as you can tell, it went below the support line that we had drawn, so I am not interested in this one anymore. So I'll uncheck that. ABMV, I could get in this one whenever it makes a new high. This is a new strategy that I'm trying to see if I like or not. It's basically the opposite of finding support. You're finding resistance. So whenever it makes a new high, it's reaching new levels, which is bullish. A bullish pattern, so, or a bullish tendency. So whenever this stock closes above $7.04, you could get in, and hopefully it'll have a nice run because it's making new highs. CX, this was a bounce play. I was trying to get in this candle right here. I did not, and it's a good thing that I didn't because it started coming down and it broke support. So I am not interested in this one anymore. And I hope that you guys are seeing that it's all about finding, the right setup. There's no need to rush a trade or anything like that. The next one is LC. Again, here's my support line that I drew. So you could see support right here. Let me draw it for you. You can see support right there. And now it's no coincidence that it's coming down and it found support right at the same spot over here. So what I would like is for this stock to tomorrow have a green day, a green candle, and for that candle to be higher than this red candle. That is what's called a bullish engulfing pattern. So I want something like this. So you see how this green candle is bigger than the red candle? That's what I'm looking for over here tomorrow. If that happens, I would get in, because in my book or in my eyes, that signifies that it's going to reverse. Is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. Remember, this is investing, and we are, every time you invest, you take a risk. Pandora, again, we find support at around $4.09. This stock came down, and today it had a green day. So you're probably saying, well, why didn't you get in? It went red, red, red. It got close to support and then a green day. The reason I didn't get in is look at this candle. It's right there with the red one. I want a green candle that's higher or bigger than the previous red candle. So if this candle was up to here, I would have gotten in, but it's looking way too similar to the red candle from Friday. So that's why I am holding off on that. GGB, this is another stock that's making new highs. Again, this is a new strategy that I'm working on. I didn't really feel too comfortable getting in because it is trading really far from the moving averages, so I didn't really feel too comfortable with that. My bread and butter is finding bounce plays, and I didn't feel comfortable with this one. KGC, what did we have here? So we identified two support lines. So this is the first one. As you can tell, the support's right there, here, here, and here, but this stock broke through that support line. So my next goal is for this stock to keep coming down to the second layer of support at around $3.35. So if it keeps coming down and it bounces here, then I'll get in. And if it breaks through this other support, then my next support would be around right here at around 315. So we just have to watch this one and see what it does, and wait for the correct point to get in. There's no need to rush. You just have to wait for the right setup. CVE, this is one that I tried to get in on Friday, but I couldn't get filled. Again, support right here, support right here. On Friday, this candle was a good looking candle, and it was bigger than the previous candle. So I tried to get in here. I did not get filled, so I didn't force it, I didn't push it. But as you can tell, today it had a good day. So if I would have gotten filled, I would have had a positive day today, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for red followed by a nice green to eat or to be greater than the previous red candle, and then that should signify a reversal and that the stock is going back up. NGD, this one, I don't really like what's happening here. It's just kind of weird, just kind of stagnant over here. So I'll probably take this one off. And let me hurry it up because I'm kind of going over 20 minutes and I like to keep it short. HLX, I missed my opportunity to get in. My opportunity to get in was right here, but I missed it, and I'm not going to reach out and get in after I missed my entry point. So This stock came down, it touched support. This candle was bigger than the previous red candle. This was my opportunity to get in. It was followed by a green day. Today it basically did the same thing, just went up a couple cents, but you know, I'm not going to force a trade if I miss my entry. So this one isn't really valid for me anymore. CVEO, again, another one that I might get in, I might not. This is a new strategy that I'm testing with it making new highs. RCII is one that we had. I wanted it to bounce off of this support line so it could go back up, but as you can tell, it broke through support and there's no new level of support. So this one is not valid for me anymore. GOGO, this one I didn't really like it because look at this big candle, and when it was time to get in, this candle obviously isn't bigger than this red candle, so I didn't even bother. You're probably saying, well, look, it had a great day. It did, but you know, you got to stick to your trading rules. Everybody has their own sets of trading rules, and this one didn't meet my trading rules, so I'm not interested. So this one isn't valid for me anymore. And I think that is it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. If you enjoy these videos, please do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and like. Check out the free chat room. I hope to see you guys there. Ask questions. We're here to help. We're here to break down that stereotype that trading is hard. I mean, as much people to learn to trade and to see that this isn't really that hard, and it's really fun. I enjoy this, and I hope that you learn and enjoy it as well. That being said, guys, I hope you guys have a nice night. Thanks again for the support, and I will see you guys tomorrow.